Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you're perking good. So, October 2022 predictions Vigio coming at you late. Better late than never. Here we go. It's still the first week of October. Look at us go. So come at you with the October 2022 predictions. I am going to apologize for being tardy here. On the live stream that I filmed last night on October 5th, I explained that first the Hurricane Ian, rolled through here and knocked out the power. Y'all saw that in a video. And so after we regained power, then there was a holistic and healing arts festival that I was signed up to be a vendor in. I thought it was going to get canceled because of the hurricane, but the hurricane came through and went through with a quickness. He wasn't playing, so he just went through, did his little bits of damage. It wasn't bad, thank God. And so we were still able to have the Holistic Healing Arts Festival, and I was a vendor in that festival for the first time ever. So figuring out how to do the vendor thing. So I had a booth at the festival that day, and it was basically a 5 a.m. to 8 p.m. day for me in terms of getting there, setting up, tearing things back down at the end of the day, and putting things back to all the people I borrowed tables and canopies and chairs and stuff from. So it was a wild day, meeting a lot of people, and having a lot of spiritual talks and some private readings and things like that with lots of people around. I was so wiped out, y'all. I crashed for 2 straight days. Barely could get out of bed, barely could eat. I don't remember if I showered. Like, it was a mess for those 2 days, to the point where when I got on the live stream on Wednesday telling everybody, okay, I think I'm back together now. I think I got myself situated here. Let's do a live stream. They're like, October 2022 predictions though? And I was like, yeah, I did those. They're like, where? I looked on my channel, I pulled up my shit on my phone, and I was like, son of a bitch, I thought I did October predictions video. Apparently, I did not. And so I'm like, Lord help me, y'all. I apologize. I'm sorry. Everything got away from me. So, here we are. That was the explanation there of why this is coming through to you late. So thank you in advance for giving me some leeway on that. As you know, I'm usually coming at you either the day before the month changes or on the first of the month. So this one, I'm coming at you 5 days later than I normally would. So I'm sorry for that. But we did a first, so you're about to see the video of the October predictions. We did a first here on the channel on the live stream last night. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, should we just do the October reading right here? And people were like, well, we don't want you to, blow out your brain and overextend yourself, but that would be kind of cool. It's a first. It would be kind of cool to see it live in action. There's no chance for splicing any videos, just seeing exactly how it comes through to you, whatever. Not that there's usually much editing anyway, as y'all can normally tell, but not unless the dogs start barking or some crazy shit like that I gotta cut out. But this was just, boom, completely live with everybody there. So that was a first for the channel. And I figured instead of making people go watch the live stream, I would just cut and paste that part into a new video. So here we go. Here's the new video. And y'all are about to see the October 2022 predictions that we did live. So after those are over, meet me back here. Alright, live stream folks, I'm pressing the record button right meow. So I'm going to move this microphone right here. And I'm gonna move my right chair, and get all shuffled up. First time ever doing a monthly predictions Vigio live. So there's pros and cons to that. The pros are this is not edited. There's nothing about this that can be edited. Not that there's usually a whole lot of editing in the videos anyway. Mostly editing will happen if the dogs start barking at, a package getting delivered or shit like that. But for people who wonder if I'm like rigging shit when I do those readings, now you'll see no rigging necessary, just doing a reading. So it's live. The negatives about it being live is I don't know what could come up. I don't know what could happen. God forbid, hopefully internet won't go down or any kind of crazy bullshit or whatever. So, we'll see. But this is new. We're doing this live. This is new. So I'm going to say hey to the people in the room that I haven't said hey to right before I get into this. Alrighty, so hello, Lala Green Eyes. Hello to you. And Barbie Ogden, Brazilda Kodra. Hello. Ayana, hello. Thank y'all for being here. All right, let's go ahead and dive into this. As always, this is an international reading. We have viewers from all over the globe, and so this won't be just the United States. I will include things from all over, and we will see what we're looking at for October 2022. And this might be kind of glossing over all over the place wherever October wants to take us, but we're going to start where we always start. And what's that? Politics. We're going to start in politics. What can we expect in the political arena for October 2022? Let's dig in. And of course, y'all know the drill. This is all alleged, just my interpretation. Okay, all alleged, just my interpretation. Okay, so politically, oh Jesus. All right, we're gonna start like this, are we? Fine, let's do that. Okay, let's get some context over here on our Chariot card in reverse, and some context over here with our King of Wands. Ooh, boy. Ho. Okay, so let's go ahead and dig in here. We got some interesting shit, and we ain't even barely started. So, first off, with this Chariot card in reverse and this Queen of Cups in reverse, there's something really weird going on as it relates to, how do I put this? I don't want to say travel, but like the means that we use to travel, like things that are potentially things overseas, potentially markets that are affected by travel, things like that. There's something weird coming up here. And so I don't know if this is kind of showing that there's something going on in October 2022 that has to do with like things not doing well in that arena. So things in relative to travel not doing well, things overseas, something overseas not moving forward, because these are both water cards, and whenever I get a lot of water cards, it's some sort of an indication for overseas. Don't know how that ended up becoming a thing, but it's become a thing, so I read it like I see it, and that's how I end up with my proof videos. Or something like an industry around travel related things. So whether it's airplanes, whether it's, vehicles, things like that, something not going well in October in that vein. Whatever that is, there's something here that shows that it takes its sweet time to get to a better place. So this looks like it's something that kind of starts off in October, but we see this past then. So this may not even show up hugely in October. It might be that there's a spark for it in October, but we really see it start to present itself later on in November, December, whatever, just beyond. Over here with the Six of Pentacles, yeah, this is a weird a weird looking card, because this is the kind of card where here's this person that's in power, they have the things, and they're like, here, let me give this to you, to these people who are like, please sir, I want some more, you know, these little beggars down here or whatever. And so there's some kind of a weird power differential here, some kind of a like elite versus common folks type of thing here. So I think that there's going to be some weird thing relative to this that part of the world is upset about because it affects them, and then the other people, the people who are well off, couldn't give a rat's ass because it doesn't affect them, because they're fine regardless. So there's some kind of a weird interruption here. Don't know what this kink in the chain is, don't know what this interruption is, but it looks like it's kind of starting off, seeding itself in October 2022. So it's interesting that they put that up here in the political section, because nothing about that inherently sounds political off the bat. So it's like, why then did it come up in the political section? Is there something that happens politically that makes a shake in the economy that causes this to happen? Or is there something that happens politically that causes people to create different moves in stocks and stuff like that, investments that creates this to happen, or any political moves that push forward some sort of bills or laws or things like that that create something here? It'll be interesting to see why this came up in a political section. Just curious. So, moving on down here, what I feel like is really interesting about down here is I pulled this context card up on this King of Wands in reverse, and look, it's the Queen of Wands upright. In the tarot, these two are a married couple. That does not mean that this is referring to a married couple in real life necessarily, but what it does mean to is that bless my heart. What it does mean is that we've got this kind of yin and yang type of energy here. You know, this is a pair some kind of a way. There's this person that gives this type of energy and meeting their match some type of way in this energy. One of them is in the reverse position. One of them is in the upright position. That is very interesting. That is very curious. The cards on either side of them can give some insights as to what the fuck they're doing here and what this means. So, from what I'm looking at here, again, this is in the political section. This looks like there's some sort of a team of people where, and I'm gonna put this out, I do think it's probably representing a masculine energy and a feminine energy, even if this may not be the actual gender of the people that we're referring to. Whoever this person is has more of a masculine energy, and whoever this person is has more of a feminine energy. And what I'm getting from them is the person with the masculine energy is not in a good position right now, and the person with the feminine energy is. Politically speaking, this is a pair, it's a team, some sort of a way. Again, the tarot presents it as a marriage, but in real life, it can be a marriage in other ways. It can be, people who are colleagues even that are just a pair in their, career some kind of a way. But whatever way it is, this guy is not doing quite as well as the woman right here. But overall, neither of them are particularly well off in October. Neither of them. Because it looks like as a team, they try in October to take on some more shit, to put more things on their plate, to try to look good. But it looks like it kind of backfires in October. Not gonna lie, looks like it kind of backfires. This is like, yeah, we weren't able to hold all of that. We bit off more than we could chew. We really thought we were going somewhere with that, but we weren't. We weren't. And that Five of Cups upright is a disappointment card. Bummer. Holy shit, that did not work out. That's not gonna have the payoff you thought it was gonna have, Janet. I'm just naming the name out my ass. But it's not gonna have have the effect that you thought. And so from what we're looking at here, this isn't particularly strong for these folks. Anything else we can know about these people in particular? Yeah, whoever these folks are, they are really trying to like sell something, so to speak. They're like, you know, this is practice makes perfect. Like, let me try it this way. Oh, that didn't work. Try it this way. Oh, how about this? How about this? How about this? So these are people who are very practiced at this, people that can try certain things over and over and over and just, you know, same basic thing, different day. Like, you know, we know what you're after. We know what you want. You tried a new flavor, but it didn't work. So, and that's what this is showing. Couldn't get that project off the ground. So, like, as an example, and this doesn't have to be it, but I'm just trying to paint a picture of what they're explaining here. Like, pretend that somebody is so badly wanting to get, you know, elected or something, and they are like, oh, this didn't work. Well, let me try to talk about this talking point. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, well, let me see if people are interested if I come at it this way. Shit, oh, that didn't work. Okay, well, let me do another stance and focus on this type of topic. This type of topic could be a good one to campaign on. Fuck, nobody cares about that. Okay, well, let me try this. You know, like there's things like that feels like damn, how many different paths are you going to take? How many different topics are you going to bring up? How many different faces are you going to wear before you realize it's not that people don't care about all of those, it's just that you kind of suck. You know, your team is weak. And so this is a bit of a failure in playing out, politically speaking. And sorry to see it, but that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. So very interesting. Let me pull these up and see if we can move on to another topic. Just in the essence of time here, move on to another topic so we can cover a lot of different things. Shit shuffle, man. Shit shuffle, try again. Okay, so let's see. Let's talk about the economy, because we had a weird thing at the top of that, and it's got me curious about economy shit, you know? So let's talk about economy. And again, this may bring up specific economies, or this may be global economy, but we're gonna take a peek here and see kind of where it's going in terms of economy. So, alrighty. And again, all alleged, just my interpretation, okay? Y'all know. Alright, live streamers, I will read y'all's comments after I get into this. I'm kind of in a flow here, and so I don't want to, you know, take time and pause that. I'm going to see how much I can get through here. So, alright. Let's see. Economy. What can we know about the economy? October 2022. What can we know about the economy? October 2022. You do not have to get OCD about card placement. Just put the cards down. Anything will do. Yeah. Alright. So. Okay. Do I want any context cards? I do over here. Huh. Alright. Against my own better judgment. Fuck. Okay. Okay. We stepped in dog shit on this one. Everybody wipe your shoes off. Wipe your shoes off. This is like crap in a bag on the front porch. We just, yeah. All right. With the economy. There's a strange juxtaposition going on this top row, because you have this like full on moving forward, full speed ahead type of card, and then you end up with these next to each other. This is not a great card. This is a great card. In terms of abundance or economy, this one being downturned is a really not good thing to see, and this one being upturned is like cha-ching, making it rain. And so you're like, why the hell would you put these two side by side? And it feels like, because the economy has that vibe in October. don't know why. Because that's kind of intense. That's like a wheel, you know, like the roller coaster wave. Dare I ask for more context on this? Dare I ask? Y'all on the other end of this, live streamers, keep sending me positive energy to be able to get through this successfully with y'all here today. Because I could see how this one could be an energy drainer, because whoo, Jesus Lord, have mercy, sweet little 6 pound baby Jesus. Okay, let's go ahead, just throw some other shit on there. Alrighty, y'all. Yeah, okay. So I do see some sort of weird whoop kind of emotion. We're just gonna call it that. We're gonna call it a sound effect. In October, some kind of weird economic thing where some shit happens, but people are trying to rebound. Some people suffer, some people get payday. Like, y'all know that that's how the market works sometimes when it hits a thing. And so I see that with it hitting a thing. Now, on the positive side over here, on the positive side, with these two cards coming up, Strength card and Knight of Cups upright, this is not bad to see contextually on this, because again, this is strength. This is like, okay, things can build from this, things can be strong from this. So I see somewhere certain entities around the world being strengthened by whatever this is, but at the cost of somebody else, or several bodies else. How do you say that? You know, that other people will be disadvantaged so that these people can keep their gains. Seems really selfish and weird. Really selfish and weird. There's some weirdness. Okay, again, against my better judgment, I get a little bit more context on this because I'm being a little bit of a snoop at the moment. What the hell else? Oh, no. The Tower card. Seriously? Y'all, whose idea was this? Was this my idea to do an October predictions on a live stream? Was this my idea? I believe it was. Oh, man. Come on, y'all. I see Denise writing, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. Oh, God. Okay. The Tower card, y'all know, drama, intensity, things crumbling down, weird shit happening, just a lot. So what is this drama about? Already we could tell this was drama. If certain people were going to be getting what they wanted for other people to be fucked over, what is this drama about? Or at least one of the dramas. There could be more dramas. There could be more than just one thing. Because already we saw in the political part of this, we saw a bunch of bullshit going on in the political part. And that was just one little piece. And now we see something going on here and here. I was like, what the hell? You know, so like there's more than one thing going on here that has an effect on the economy in October. More than one thing. I don't know how many things we're going to get into here today, but apparently we could spend an ass of time in this section if we really wanted to. But I'm going to just, hang on this for a little bit more. Okay, it is about financials. We've got this 5 of Pentacles here. Again, Pentacles, those are coins. These people are looking like they're kind of iced out, having a hard time right here. 2 of Wands is like, hey, this is something that people have been looking out for. So there's certain people that are aware that this would be trending, are aware that this would be something coming up. So this, whether or not whatever comes up seems like, oh, we're blindsided by this, there will be certain people that fucking knew. Certain people that knew already. Now, I can see what they're trying to do here. Sun card. is the most positive card in the deck. This right here is our spirit guides being like, please don't freak the hell out. Please breathe it down, calm it on down. Don't freak the hell out. So for anybody that's looking at this and be like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, and their soul is leaving their body, shove your soul right back in, pack it in, get it back in there. You know, just like you're trying to squeeze on a pair of jeans on your period. Just, you know, suck it in, lay on the bed flat, button it up, zip it up, and then stand up. And don't breathe out all day long. They're like, get the soul back in there, because it's not going to be as quote unquote dire or horrific or bad as people, you know, can fear that it would be. So they're not trying to get people super freaked out. They're just showing that we got some major drama. We've already got a lot of drama going on in these other parts here. This is just one piece of drama. We've already got several dramas going on in here. Also, just gonna say, don't know how relevant it is, but sometimes in these international readings, when I get the Sun card, I don't know if it's because of the colors or the symbolism or the vibes or what, but sometimes it gives a China vibe to it. So there could be something interesting going on in October 2022, specifically related to economics, economy, that type of shit, where China is either at the root of it, the most affected by it, or the most invested in it, or something around pertaining to them where, you know, if you could really peel apart the layers of the onion, they'd be kind of coming up a couple times in those layers of the onion. So sometimes they do that, so I'm just putting that there. That's a potential as well if we're reading this card like a twofer. Okay, that's a potential as well. I need to be able to get into this stuff down below. Wow, when I just looked at the ticker tape for the recording, because y'all know here live stream folks that I'm recording, and the ticker tape just said 22 minutes and 22 seconds. 2222. That's pretty cool. First of all, if you get a long stream of twos in angel numbers, that's usually referring to, like, don't freak out, everything's going to work out for everyone involved some type of way at the end of the day type of thing, and it's one of those kinds of energies. So that's very interesting. And then I'm just going to pull up my phone right now and look up the meaning of 22, just the basic 22, because it said 22. And I'm going to read that out here because that's going to be interesting. So this says, your deep conviction manifests miracles and wonderful new opportunities. Keep the faith. So again, when I was reading the Sun card saying don't freak out, and that the Sun card has the potential to be the most positive card in the deck here, they're trying to be like, hey, we get there's a lot of drama, we get there's a lot going on, but don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. The baby, look at this baby on this card. We got a damn baby right here. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. So, down here, in this row, this is like a, you know, I've been kicked while I'm down, but I'm still standing. Magician card is interesting to come up here because usually this is a good card, but it's weird to come in this lineup. So I want to put a pause on him because this here is what I was like, what? The Judgment card in reverse. Judgment card in reverse. Judgment being like Judgment Day, poor judgment, we are judging you, that type of vibe. This Three of Wands, something to do with overseas. And this looks like, you know, on the card here, let me hold it up. On the card here, it's usually one of my overseas cards. So overseas being not over here in the USA. But this body of water here looks kind of like a thin channel because we see that we've got some land mass over here on the horizon and over here what he's standing on. So a thin channel here. So I'm sitting here thinking about all the little thin channels of water and stuff like that that they could possibly be pointing to overseas, from my perspective, you know, overseas. Then they had put this card on it, and remember that this is also one of my like travel cards, overseas cards. Can be about communication and can sometimes be about, this is like throwing wands. This can sometimes be about like, oh, you want to throw a punch, you want to fight, you want to do something, you want to, you know. And so I was like, what are you saying? And how I said the Magician card is usually a pretty positive card, but when it's next to this, it makes me think, because this can be someone who is powerful and knows how to manifest things, and because they have all the tools of the tarot, you know, tarot's made of wands, cups, pentacles, and swords. Because they have all the tools of the tarot, they're really able to do whatever the fuck they want and make it look like whatever the fuck they want. So this card sometimes in spreads with things like these can come up looking like a manipulator. And that's where I was like, why? Like, oh my gosh. Popping and cracking everywhere. Because I'm like, wow, this is intense. This is why Denise told me not to do this live. But, oh man, this is a first for us. We're getting through it. So, of course, I want to know, what in the hell is this about? So let's get a little bit more context. What are y'all talking about? Overseas, channel of water, manipulator, something like having to juggle something, exchanging, moving from one thing to another, making something stop. Okay, I'm talking out loud, stream of consciousness. This is all going to be coming together as I'm getting this here. It was a kind of selfish move because we've got that emotional card in the bottom and the World card in reverse. Oh. Fuck. I think I know what this might be referring to. Oh, man. They weren't lying about the drama in October. Oh my God. Okay. Mind, mouth, same speed here. Mind, mouth, same speed. Let's pull it up and start from the beginning. We're talking about, remember, you can be judged for this. We can judge you poorly for this. We can think about, you know, Judgment Day on this, stuff like that. As it relates to this person that's coming up as a manipulator, thin channel of water, talking about overseas. We're talking about having to change something from one thing to another. It made something stop. It was a selfish move. And we've got the World card, meaning that this is a few different players. Like when we have the World card, it's like we're all tied around some sort of a cause and we've got several different players here. This feels like, to me, I'm just saying, what's that thing called? Okay, I don't watch a lot of the news. Y'all know I don't watch a lot of the news, so I apologize if I'm saying these things wrong. I don't know much about this, but I'm just saying out loud what's coming up in my head. But y'all, wasn't there something on the news here lately, like within the last week, about like Nord Stream pipelines? And aren't they in like some sort of a channel of water overseas, you know, overseas from my vantage point here in the USA? And there was some kind of like a leak, or people were speculating about some sort of a sabotage or something like that. I think that there's more shit that could be, more shit in October that is impacted by this, whether it's information coming out about it, whether it's something from that making some kind of a big difference or change in October or something like that. Like, oh man. And why the world card? Okay, so this might actually be a good thing. My ignorance might be good here. So I'm gonna just say I am aware that there was an issue leaking gas from the pipelines. I'm aware that, or I thought that they weren't, being used anyway, or maybe one was and one wasn't. I don't really know. Okay, I don't really know. And I heard that people were saying that there was potentially some sort of sabotage or whatever, which to me means somebody, did this on purpose or something and it wasn't some natural problem. That's the extent that I know. And I'm curious to look more on this, though I'm going to say that because I'm ignorant about this, hopefully you will know what the cards are saying about this, because me not knowing that type of stuff, I don't know what that means, or, you get the drift, okay? You get the drift. Take what I say with a grain of salt and make it make sense from the words that I use, knowing the words that I use are just some random ass person reading cards and not somebody that, professionally knows about this shit. So the reason that I'm feeling like what the fuck is because we had a manipulator card here and we have the world card. So this feels like somebody is manipulating this situation, and the world card is what gives me a weird feeling, because the world card is like more than one, entity, country, whatever, kind of tapped in here. So, let's get a little bit of context. See what we're allowed to know about this, what we're allowed to take a peek about this. Oh, God. When he comes in reverse, he's Mr. I got to get my ducks in a row. So whoever this manipulator was thinking like, I've got to get my ducks in a row. We've got to do this because this is a way to get our ducks in a row. This is something that would have been kind of planned out, not a spur of the moment thing, because we know our Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in my deck. So, yeah, planned it out, working it out. Practice makes perfect, figuring shit out, trying to come up with something here. The Hangman, again, taking time. This is so, what the hell? Oh, my Lord. So this is something that was not like a spur of the moment thing. People have thought about this. Again, the overseas card. No. Okay. Okay. Wow. I'm having so many different real-time reactions here that I'm just, it's, okay. We're doing this live. Overseas. Yeah, we already know this is overseas, but overseas in that these people are rowing overseas to get there. So like, is this happening because of people who are not already over there? Like people from my side of the ocean, overseas, I'm across the pond, we're across the pond over here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Am I stepping in another bag of shit? Am I doing this again? Am I stepping in another bag of shit? Felt like our hands were tied, but had to make a decision. Didn't want to feel like the victim in this, so had to end it. And this is a stabbing in the back. So it looks like somebody came up with a plan. It would kind of stab somebody else in the back. It would kind of screw somebody else over, but at least they'd get what they want. Which, did we not already talk about thematically how there would be things going on that would help a certain set of people and really disadvantage another set of people? Like, is there something related to this where it would help a certain subset of people, but it would kind of be screwing other people over? Where it's like, well, hey, I don't want to be the one that gets screwed over, so, I got to get them before I get got. And then here we go. Let me do the thing, even if it might be an act of betrayal, or even if it might be, a tough ending, or screwing somebody over. Like, what the fuck? And why the world card? Why are there multiple things going on here? Bad luck freaking card. I didn't mean to spend so much time on this. Bad luck card over here. Fighting. Conflict. Fighting. We know that there's a conflict and fighting going on between Russia and Ukraine right now. We know that the U.S. has been involved in their own way. We know that the countries around the pipeline, I guess, are involved in some sort of a way. I don't even know what all countries those are, to be honest, and I don't know who's involved and who's not involved, but there's some kind of a conflict about this, and it's kind of like, you're conflicted about this, but if something didn't get done, then what was going to happen? It's like we're not all in complete agreement about moving forward on this, and that's why it's considered a bad luck thing, because it's like we were not all on the same page about this. But we made the move anyway after long and careful planning. And death card. Holy fuck-a-doodle here. My goodness gracious. Okay. Oh, I can't make this shit up if I tried. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. We're going to just hope that this doesn't mean that this results in some actual death card business. And we're going to hope that it's talking about we're trying to cut something off. We're trying to make an ending. We're trying to transition something into something new. I can't get over that world card, though, that was down here buried underneath all this shit. Where the hell was it? Right there. I've just got to know why the world card. Why the world card? Oh, whoa. Because collaboration, because money. Dude, I'm going to have to read about this. Or maybe y'all know and y'all can tell me. Or maybe it's not out there and maybe it's not a thing. Shit, I don't know if this is open. I don't know if this is a thing. I don't know if this is like, if this is something we're all aware of. Or we know anything. But this seems like there are multiple countries, some that are, it has said, overseas, and some that would have to travel overseas, meaning people from my neck of the woods, that they are collaborating together on that issue because there's something about creating an ending and starting over new, and there's something that has to do with money or physical, tangible items or things that apparently they want. Wow, okay. I've got to move on from this because this is a lot and this is intense and holy shit. Apparently this is something that affects countries economically, and that's why it came up in the economy section. But whoa, I've got to move on from this and go to the next category because we have been going for a very long time. I bet some of these things that have come up here in October can already, have their own readings. Like they could probably be their own visuals or of sorts. Like, good God, So let me pull these up. Let me reshuffle this all back into the deck and let me just ask, anything that we can know in terms of health, wellness, love, spirituality, all the medical shit going on and stuff like that in the world. Any of those kinds of things, like all of that shit. Let's see. All right. Oh, man, I am rocked by that. What can we know in terms of health, wellness? you know, getting us through fucking October 2022. That's for one. What can we know? Oh man, they're giving us some of these cards that they just, oh, they're repeating. They're repeating. Oh man. Okay. They repeated for the first row, gave us new stuff for the second row. So this is interesting. So again, related to health and wellness, the stuff that we were just talking about people coming from overseas to collaborate with people who are overseas to cut something off and change it and bring it in a different direction and whatever, like that stuff right here apparently has some sort of an effect on health and wellness as well, like people's well-being. Apparently that has an effect on people's well-being. We've got a mixed bag, some good, some bad. So mixed bag means when we're bringing these elements together, some things about these elements can be good things. Some things about these elements can be a drawback. With the Three of Swords here, that is the heartbreak card. That is like, ugh, God, okay. Like, damn, that hit, you know. And so there's gonna be some people in October that really need to prioritize their mental health. I mean really, like there's gonna be people that really do. I don't mean put it off. I don't mean wallow in it. I don't mean, you know, make excuses for it, push it down, set it to the side. I mean face it and deal with it and do something about it. That, you know, be proactive about your health and mental health in October 2022, because these things are going to impact people. You know, there's, like they said, some good stuff, some not so good stuff. And we've already seen in the other section, we had the Sun card there trying to reassure us of not horrible, you know, everything being all bad and wrong and shit like that. So they're trying to, you know, not get people to freak out and panic and all that kind of shit, but to, you know, be conscious and aware and prioritize yourself. Like, you need some recovery days, give yourself some recovery days. You need to start talking with the therapist, do it. You need to start exercising, eating right, making sure you get enough sleep at night, do it. Like, what do you need for your sanity? This is your mental clarity at stake here. Like, we want to make sure that we're taking that in mind, because these big events will have effects on us, and we want to be our best selves. When we're able to be our best selves, then we're affecting other people positively, and they're able to get closer to being their best selves. When we're all miserable together, you know how shitty that is. You know misery loves company. You see how that goes. We don't want to be a part of that shit. We don't want to be a part of that. So hell no. Don't break that wheel. Break that wheel. Don't be a part of that. Don't be a part of that. So that's actually an interesting way for them to put down here about really kind of taking care of ourselves and prioritizing that. And that they're like, no, I'm serious. Like, I'm not just saying that to have lip service. I want you to actually do that. Think about what that actually means and think about how you can actually do that. And don't just be like, yeah, I heard that, cool, and then set it aside. Because if you do, you know, you're not only screwing yourself over, but you're screwing the people around you over. And so we're wanting to get serious about that. Whew, y'all. I've been going for 43 minutes and 37 seconds, apparently, given that little ticker tape there. And I'm still going to have to, at some point, film an intro and an outro, because I am doing this live with all of y'all here. And so I want to make sure that I'm able to do all of that and have this video be less than an hour long, because this was a lot. And of course, Perk Squad, y'all will have your own video on your Perk Squad membership part of the channel. I will do an extended video for y'all like always, so y'all will have that. But yeah, let's just give a couple of live stream shout outs to seal the deal before we move on from this. So live stream shout out to the people that I'm seeing right here in the chat. I'm seeing Mama Bear, DJ Ayers, I'm seeing Denise Eber, Silver Wolf, Angela the Brook Nerdess, and I am seeing I Truly Army 1. Is that it? Yeah. and Lala Green Eyes and Nola Lola. So seeing all of y'all, hello. Thank y'all for being in the live stream. Emily Vay as well. For people that attended this live, here's your little special shout out here for being a part of the live stream, as we did a first on the channel, which was doing a monthly predictions video on the live stream and seeing it real raw as it's coming out like this. Y'all just sat through 45 minutes of this, and that was nuts. So thank y'all for being here. You too, maximum effort. So, and Evie Mendez, everybody's like, oh shit, let me get my little mention in. Let me get my mention in, Ayana. And so thank y'all for that. I'm gonna stop the recording now. Gonna come up with an outro for the rest of y'all who are still watching when this is no longer live. Got some things that I want to talk to y'all about on there, because I want to tell y'all about some Vizio ideas that are coming down the pipeline. And of course, as usual, those of you who are not watching this live, there's got to be a B-roll. We've got to have some lightness and some levity, and so there's got to be a B-roll here with puppy shenanigans, and of course, scheduling a private reading for anybody that wants to have your own private reading, or anybody that feels like you need an energy tune-up, or you want to learn how to read the cards like I do, or you need some life coaching to figure out how you want to get yourself on track. All of that, my website, beestalksandtarot.com. So putting that on there for people not seeing this live. Of course, the live people are hearing it too. So alrighty, and last minute shout out to the live stream people. Shout out to Aaron Cooper. Yes. And I think I said hey to KGB too, but I just wanted to say it again just in case I didn't. Alright, so stay tuned for the outro for the rest of y'all. Okay. Alrighty, y'all. Dumpster fire. Dumpster fire. Right? What a shit show. I reckon we're fixing to see everything go down. You know, hold on to your britches, hold on to your seats. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. And like I said in the video, you know, you can go to my website to book a private reading if you'd like that. I also mentioned that there is an extended video for the Perk Squad members, for everybody who's a member of the Perk Squad that likes to get a little bit extra. What else can they know about what's coming down the pipeline in October 2022? So Perk Squad members, your extended video will be out now when this one's out. Whenever you're able to see this one, you're also able to see that one. And so join the channel if you'd like that. You can be a member of the Perk Squad if you click the blue join button down below next to the subscribe button. See, like that, like that. And yeah, stay tuned for some puppy shenanigans, whatever bullshit that they've been up to. You're fixing to see that too. So anywho, got a lot coming at you. Got some, like I said, I got some video ideas coming up. Thank y'all to everybody who voted on the community tab about what kinds of conspiracy type of videos y'all might want to see. There's stuff associated with the left, stuff associated with the right, and stuff associated with none of those things, and y'all have had questions. So I put it all on a list, and I'm going to start digging into some of those upcoming. And yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot, folks. But these October predictions busted my brain, hell. I didn't have but one Cheeto left up in there, and it's bing banging around, and it's almost done. It's almost turned to little Cheeto dust. I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. So y'all help me out. Tell me what y'all think some of this shit is in the comments. And we're fixing to see together as the month unfolds. So stay tuned for your shenanigans, and don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. Bye, y'all. I got it on. Your brother's back home from the groomer. You want to see him? Teddy, you're okay. Bodie's got a sniff. Izzy's got a sniff. Scooter got a sniff. They're all trying to sniff him. Teddy, they're trying to sniff you. Let him sniff. As he goes over to the water, but Scooter's still trying to sniff. Yeah, you're back from the groomer and you're parched apparently. Yeah, you're so thirsty. Everybody was trying to give you some sniffs. Yeah, I guess we all need to go outside and go potty. Very good. Thank you for the fox, Bodie. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Bodie, we know. Okay, y'all all done sniffs? Y'all ready to go out? Okay. Okay. Look at all these tails.